I just want to say to all the people out there, I ain't gangbanging no more. I've been GDBD Vice Lord for a long time now. Been doing battle with my ops, done battle with the police, put in work in the jails, but I decided I needed to change my life.
Adam 22 is at it again. So you had the brother from New York, the Blood from New York. I think he's from the Bronx. Hocus 4/5. He come out and he said that he was helping create the Drop Your Flag Challenge, right? And Drop Your Flag Challenge is a message to all the gangs throughout the country. Drop your flags. Drop your affiliation to gangs. We want to come back to brother on brotherhood, man. We want to come back to loving our brothers and wanting for our brothers what we want for ourselves. We want to eradicate and get rid of all that kind of stuff. And this is what my brother was saying. But here you go with Adam 22. He want to come out and think it's funny. He want to mock it, right? But how many of these people he's had on his show that maybe has died, him and Vlad, has died after doing an appearance on this show? Or you living out there in LA, how many Bloods and Crips have unalived each other? And even those Chicano groups or whatever, unalived themselves. So now when this brother's saying drop the flag, he thinks it's funny. Well, how is something like this funny? How? But again, I know why it's funny. But check what Hocus 5 was saying.
So ever since I publicly renounced the game, a lot of brothers been hitting me up like, yo, Hocus, I support what you're doing. I love it. Congratulations. I want to do the same. I just don't know how. Well, here's how. I'm going to tell you how. We're going to do it together. I'm starting to Drop My Flag Challenge. And for all the brothers that want to do it, that been hitting me up, or that didn't even say nothing to me, I'm going to need y'all to step forward and put your best foot forward and, take that leap and lead the way. Because there's y'all got a lot of influence. I know because I speak to y'all. Y'all got a lot of influence. And a lot of brothers will follow y'all down this path. If y'all just lead them down it. They just don't want to be judged. And it's okay. It's okay to not want to be judged, to be something for so long and not want to let it go. It's okay. But you gotta know what's good for you and what's not. And we all know. We all watch every single day. Every single day we watch it play out. There's never ending cycle of Ricos, conspiracy, murder. Gotta stop. It start with us. This is the time. This is the era to do it now. In the era of viral social media, where a post like this could get shared, and I need y'all to share it around the world and to show the world that all the big homies from these gangs is dropping the gang and saying we dropping our flags. And this is how you do it. I renounce the gang. And I stand in solidarity, unified under brotherhood. That's what it's about, brotherhood. So we stand unified in solidarity under brotherhood. And I do want to give a shout out to my brother 730. Thank you. My brother 730 gave me this idea. He gave me this idea, man. Me and 730 go back, bro. We was on Rikers Island together fighting for our life. So all the real solid brothers that's watching me do what I do, they know, like, nah, that's a real one. And he's right. And y'all know I'm right. Go look at go. I want you to do me a favor. Go watch your little sister come back and forth from school. Watch her do her homework. Go look at your daughter, right? Don't say nothing to them. Just watch her run around the house, and as soon as you come through the door, jump on in your arms, Daddy. Go watch your mother as she walk back and forth from the grocery store. Cook dinner. Just want to come home and watch her television shows. And you tell me, is there anything out there that's more important than staying home, focusing on protecting that family? That's what it's about. And you know the answer is there is nothing more important than that.
So after Hocus 4/5 made this compassionate plea to brothers to drop the flags, yo, listen, we done with that. Let that go. Like that it's over. It's too much blood. Too many people been harmed. Too many people unalive. You have children and women and innocent civilians, everything. At some point, we tired of our brothers being locked up, man, and they won't let them out, right? We're tired of it, right? So he's making a plea to the brothers across the country. This should be heard in Memphis. This should be heard in St. Louis. This should be heard in Chicago, LA, Oakland, Philadelphia, right? New York City. All of these places where we are in large numbers, where our young, to the point where they start calling them YNs, right? This should be heard. But again, Adam 22 wanted to go make light of it and make a joke about it, right? To the point where Hocus 4/5 had to respond. Check out what Adam 22 said and then what Hocus 4/5 said.
I just want to say to all the people out there, I ain't gangbanging no more. I've been GDBD Vice Lord for a long time now. Been doing battle with my ops, done battle with the police, put in work in the jails, but I decided I needed to change my life. Ever since the big homies caught me playing with my booty hole, they've been extorting me, $20K a month. I can't live like this no more, man. It's too expensive. And I'm ready to just be me. So I encourage everybody out there to do the Drop My Flag challenge and just and live your truth on the dead homies. So yeah, gangbanging is out. Carrot and myself is in. Peace.
You know what's crazy is, wrong, even Whack 100 and I supported it. Nigga. Let's talk about it, nigga. My man Steph Belafonte. Salute my nigga Steph, told me you was coming to the Bronx. And I okayed it, nigga. I co-signed you coming to the Bronx, nigga. Me. Cause if I would have said it's gonna be up if you pull up, you would have never been allowed to come through, nigga. So you sitting here and you mocking my Drop My Flag challenge. You mocking me, son. Instead of supporting it. Funny thing, every time I'm doing something positive, every time it takes a nigga like you to come and try to destroy it. The colonizer. And I bet you Whack 100's gonna say, I ain't had nothing to do with that. I ain't even know what you was doing, Hocus. You niggas is, I know how these niggas liar. You sent the colonizer to try to destroy me, Whack. I ain't stupid. And you told Poetic Flacco to make that video about me last time. Come on, son. Like, ain't nobody stupid, man. Y'all see me over here trying to free brothers from these mental chains? And here y'all go kicking it down? Hey, yo, man, look, man. Y'all think, look, y'all. I'm here telling my brothers to walk away from the gangs. Who else would want to go against that? 6 letters. FBI. CIA. You're a clown, bro, for mocking a movement like this. Everybody, I need y'all to tag Adam22 and put a clown emoji in the comment section. Tag this and put a clown emoji, nigga. You a clown, nigga.
Now afterwards, Adam22, he's seen how serious it was because now everybody's getting on him. But again, from the East Coast, but I challenge Whack 100 and you West Coast. He really love black people, like you claim you do. And we know the carnage that's been involved with the Blood and Crips, the Stones, the Vice Lords, the BDs, the GDs, and all the other groups that come in behind that, right? You should want to drop the flag. The urban criminals obsolete. They got cameras everywhere, right? Adam22 came out and he said this.
Something on New York drill officials, like a challenge, so like drop your flag or whatever. So I was like impromptu. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna make like a funny version of that. So I did it. Now I got this dude, Hocus 4/5, who I'm gonna be real with you. Like I heard his name before, but I never actually like knew anything about him. Never talked to him, never met him, never watched any content from him. So I don't know anything about him, but apparently he's like a guy. I guess it's his challenge, which I didn't really perceive, because when I looked at it, I watched like 7 videos in a row on New York drill officials. So yeah, I mean, he's pushing this narrative that like I'm making fun of him or calling him gay for dropping his flag or whatever. I don't even know you to like make a joke about you. So just wanted to get in front of that one. I thought it was kind of funny. I'm gonna be real. But if you want to quit being in a gang, that's cool. You can do that. We don't really do that in LA, I guess.
Now here in my city of Philadelphia, right? We have the nerves over niggas, right? I have my anti-violence campaign that we go into these prisons, we talk to these youths. The DA's office calls us in to come to anti-violence conferences that they have, and I come there and I speak. We go into the court and we advocate for these youths that's locked up for violent crimes, that's never had any psychological evaluations, right? To see where these kids come from, why are they doing this, so we can prevent the next kid from doing it. We're out there. I'm at conventions and I'm speaking like this. Urban Nerds Foundation. Same as my cousin said, a lot of us been behind that wall. We've been through a lot of different things. And I'm hearing a lot of stuff today, but one thing that I'm not hearing that we go through in our community is PTSD and intellectual disabilities. A lot of our youth is They're not being diagnosed. They go on in front of these juvenile prisons, in front of these juvenile judges, and they're being sentenced to long sentences, but they never had a psychological evaluation. My son ain't grown up in the streets. He's 15 years old. 4 of his classmates, 4 of his friends was killed last year. Back in the 90s and the 80s when we were growing up, we experienced death. I've been to about 40 funerals. We suffer from PTSD. A lot of our kids have intellectual disabilities. And some of us understand what that is. Our children is not getting the proper assessments. A kid go and shoot up a block party or go and just do some unimaginable acts, but he's born with certain disabilities. What I'm saying is that kid may be in trouble, may be done, but what about all the kids coming behind them? We don't even pay attention to that kind of stuff. We complain about the things that we go through, but in that youth study center and here in the East Coast corridor and these juvenile prisons, how many of us are pushing for our kids to get the proper assessments that they should get, coming from the homes that they come from? I'm not hearing none of that in there. And I'm an advocate of that because I have a 15-year-old son that's born with an intellectual disability. If he walked in here right now, you wouldn't even know it. He can talk, he can interact with everybody, but he reads on a 5th grade reading level. He's about to be 16 years old. So I want to hear more of that because coming from these areas of Southwest North Philly, our kids are experiencing a lot of different things, but we got to get our kids these proper assessments, man. And I know, I forgot her name, but she works in the prisons. So I'm sure she sees it. But I want us to be more diligent because if we want to focus on our children and crime, a lot of our kids have cognitive skills are off. And we don't speak to that. We just want to throw them away.
Yeah. Thank you. We appreciate what you just shared. Now,
so when I hear something like this brings tears to my eyes. This is good because I've been working tirelessly to help these babies and get these young men on the right path. Talking hours and hours, not getting no funding. Nobody's noticing this. Nobody cares because I'm not talking about a woman's booty or who shot who. No, we actually trying to fix the babies. Y'all can care less about that. There's no cameras for that. There's no funding for that, right? Unless you go to the Diamond Society to get it and then they tell you what to do. So I've been out here on the nerves over niggas thing. I've been out here on the urban nerves, not urban shooters. We've been on that. We've been teaching that. We've been telling them to drop their flag. So this is very passionate for me. Let's see how many views this video get. Let's see if they give it 80,000 views. Let's see, right? But Styles P, he took to social media to get at Adam 22 and he said this. Whoever is black and is homeboys with this goofy white boy who mock putting down the flag for gang members, he must think y'all the B words. Better G-check that blank and tell him shut his double federal mouth when he sees black men trying to help black babies, right? So then Adam 22 comes and says, it was a joke about some some dudes did. Hoker's acting like I was dissing him and members and the general. It's pure clout chasing. See, he too stupid and he don't have no respect for black people to even understand what they're saying. You too smart to be falling for this one, Style, I don't give 2 blanks about what's going on with you and Hocus. What you ain't going to do is have young kids thinking it ain't cool to get on the straight and narrow. If you wasn't being funny, I'm sure you, whatever it says, because I'm trying to understand what he put here, right? If you wasn't be funny, it sure was effed up timing. You are eating off the culture, trying to do some blank to uplift it. Right, so that was Styles P, but the way he wrote it it was hard. It was hard to get a full grasp of what the brother was trying to say when reading it, right? But hold on, let's get to this part. So then Styles P came back. And said, I usually stay away from talking about a lot of blank, but what he is trying to do and doing represents a different type of evil. Y'all brothers around him better G-check the blank. Are you even more and you are even more responsible and accountable than he is? If he don't make an apology to the culture and race and actually mind his business from this point on, every black man that stands with him or besides him is effing cowards. Good night. And this is the thing. I agree with that, man. I agree with these dudes coming and speaking in on our culture, man. We got to get these guys out of here, man, because He thinks it's a joke. Like I said, we go into these youth prisons. I do the anti-violence stuff. We've been doing this stuff. We work with the children to try to get them acclimated into different things other than gang banging. That's what we do. We take this thing serious. We take it personal, right? So for him to come and mock it and think everything is a joke, how is that? How is any of this funny? How? He said his last statement was, well, out in LA, they really don't do that. Well, I'm sure there's a lot of grassroots people like me that I do in Philadelphia that's in LA that Adam 22 don't interview, right? That would disagree with Adam 22. That's in LA, that's in San Diego, that's in Oakland, that's in San Francisco, that's in Stockton, that's in Sacramento, that's on the ground fight every day to try to get young black boys to stop unaliving each other, right? That do tell them to drop these flags. I'm sure there's thousands of black men that's dropped their flags. That's dropped their flags. So for him to come make this statement is crazy. It's idiotic, man. And to think it's funny. It's time that, I mean, how many, if I can interview brothers from LA, Chicago, right? How many brothers since 1990 has been unalive in regards to gang violence? Come on, man. This got to stop, man. But we looking for that apology for Adam 22. He's making all kinds of money off the culture. And WAP 100, you want a clock, brother. You want a clock now. We're going to see just which a lot of you dudes are made of. All you dudes on the West Coast. We're going to really see. But I'm going to cut this video short here. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.